Hello guys, welcome to Oofta Games, and welcome to my last video in a series of videos where I'm explaining my Pirates of New England custom set for Pirates CSG. In this video, we're going to go over the 3 other game pieces that I created for this set that aren't linked to factions. It includes a event, a unique treasure, and a unique island. So without further ado, we'll go into the event. It is the Creatures of New England. It is a finite keyword event, and if you knew about my Pirates of the Dutch East Indies, you know that finite was a new keyword. Finite allows you to go ahead and have this event in your fleet for free. You can only have one finite event in each fleet, and when a finite event is used, it's immediately removed from the game. Its ability can only be played at the beginning of your turn. In order to play, you must sacrifice a crew member with a point value of over 1. For the rest of your turn, each of your sea creatures may either move and shoot with the same move action, get +2 to its boarding rolls, or repair 2 segments as a free action. So this whole event plays into the idea of the massive sea creatures of New England's legends, but it's also meant to just be a event that really supports people who want to play more sea creatures, because sea creatures are very underpowered in the game. So this goes ahead and really helps add another level of buffing to sea creatures, and this not only helps future sea creatures that I might come up with, because those ones will be built with the design of trying to make them more playable, but this helps buff sea creatures that are already in the game and really helps to make those fleets with those sea creatures a little bit more fun, with giving them that little extra buff to really help tip the balance in your favor. So that is the Creatures of New England game piece. We then have the Silver Madonna, a unique treasure. Now, the history behind the Silver Madonna was dates back to the French and Indian Wars, where Robert Roger, who was a ranger for the British colonials during the French and Indian Wars, raided a French Catholic and Indian village, and went ahead and seized many treasures and loot from the area, including a Silver Madonna. And the Silver Madonna was one of the things that were lost during the retreat back, where Robert Rogers' Rangers were chased down by the French, and they had to ditch pretty much all their loot in order to go ahead and save themselves. And the Silver Madonna was one of the things that were left to the wayside, and it has not been found to this day. And so there's lots of treasure hunters in New England who are looking for this particular piece of treasure, and I thought it would be a cool way to add it to the game and play into the history of the Silver Madonna. And this was a unique treasure that I decided to get my hands with. Like I said, I don't really play with unique treasures myself too often, but I wanted to go ahead and try my hand at making a game piece for them, and also give a little bit more unique treasures to the game, and maybe add a little bit to that element of story as someone's playing a game. And when it comes to a lot of these extra pieces, it's all about trying to create that story for players. So its ability is load this treasure face up. At the beginning of each of your turns, roll a d6. On a 1 or 2, eliminate mass from the ship. On a 3 or 4, the ship base move becomes S. On a 5, nothing happens. And on a 6, add L to your base move. This treasure is worth 8 gold when unloaded at your home island. So it plays into the idea that the Robert's Rangers were chased by the French and had to ditch the treasure, ditch a valuable piece of treasure, because it was just holding them back and it was causing issues. So it plays into that, the fact that it can make you slower or take away your mass, makes it a tremendous hindrance to you as a player. But if you can go ahead and get that gold to your home island, it's worth 8 gold. So it's a very valuable piece of treasure. It's just whether or not you can get it there. So we had a lot of fun with this one. Added a lot of cool variables. I had one person who had a one-masted gold runner. It was the Banshee's Cry, and instantly derelict the Banshee's Cry on his first turn with the Silver Madonna. And it was a heartbreaking moment, but it was a lot of fun. So Silver Madonna Unique Treasure. And then we have our last game piece for the set, which is a unique island, which is the Isles of Shoals. The Isles of Shoals are a group of islands off the coast of New Hampshire. I remember hearing all kinds of legends for this island. There's so many legends for this island. And it just has a lot of cool history behind it. And like I said, we made this a little bit more last minute. It's a unique island. We played a little bit with it. We had a lot of fun playing with it, but we didn't really play test this as much as some of the other game pieces. So, it might not be something that people look at and go like, well, that's not really game worthy. But I tell you, we had a lot of fun using this, and it was definitely made for some fun times. And it's just a unique island, so I don't really care as much. But we'll see how it is received by you guys. The Isles of Shoals. All treasure on this island is loaded. All treasure on this island loaded onto a ship must be kept face up, and is worth +2 gold. So gold on this island is going to be worth +2. Anytime a ship loads treasure from this island, they must roll a d6 and perform the actions to the corresponding die roll. If you roll 1, you get the White Lady. This ship may not take an action next turn. White Lady is a ghost on the Isles of Shoals. If you roll 2, it's Murder on Smutty Nose Island. You must eliminate a crew from this ship. So the idea of playing into the Murder on Smutty Nose, which was an actual murder that happened on one of the islands in the Isles of Shoals. Number 3 is Sunken Spanish Ship. A haunted 5-masted Spanish ship appears with an S of the ship with all 3 S cannons. You may take a free shoot action against this ship. After this shoot action, the Spanish ship will then perform a shoot action against you. Remove the Spanish ship at the end of its shoot action. Placement and choosing mass to be eliminated are decided by the opponent closest to you. So the idea is that the ship and what mass come off the Spanish ship during your free shoot action against it are decided by the opponent closest to you. This plays into the idea of a sunken Spanish ship off the Isles of Shoals. There is some dispute over which Spanish ship is sunken in the Isles of Shoals, but it plays into that history and making it kind of a haunted ship. It just made for some fun little engagements. So then we have, if you roll 4, it's Squid from the Deep. Squid from the Deep, a little typo there. Already a little typo and everything. A 5-segment sea monster appears pinning this ship. You may take a free shoot action against this sea monster. After this shoot action, the sea monster will initiate a boarding action. If the sea monster wins, eliminate a crew or treasure from this ship. Remove the sea monster at the end of the boarding action. So very similar to the sunken Spanish ship, but plays into the idea of the giant squids, the stories of giant squids attacking ships off the coast of New England. And then we have, if you roll 5, all calm on the sea, nothing happens. And if you roll 6, favorable winds, take a free move action. So the last 2 are a little bit more on the positive side. But we had a lot of fun with this little unique island during the games that we played with it, and I hope you guys do as well. But that's it for my videos on Pirates of New England. I hope you guys enjoyed watching the videos. I hope you guys enjoy going ahead and checking out all the game pieces and trying them out for yourselves. And if you guys have any other questions or feedback, feel free to go ahead and ask me. I'll be having the main post for the reveal of this set on the Facebook community group, so be sure to check that out. Elsewise, you can ask me questions in the comments, and I'll try to answer them to the best of my ability. Thanks, guys.